Here with I'm Not Saying Sports, Black Sting 1302. I was very surprised to see Anthony Davis traded so early to the NBA draft, but I was not surprised once that happened to see Mike Conley get traded. He got traded today to the Utah Jazz for Joe Crowder, Grayson Allen, Kyle Korver, the 23rd overall pick, and a future first. Now, that's a pretty good haul for. They didn't have to give up much, Utah Jazz, but it's also a pretty nice return for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are going in full rebuild mode. They have the number 2 overall pick, so they're more than likely going to draft John Morant because he's the point guard of the future. Their point guard of the future. The Utah Jazz were going to lose Ricky Rubio in free agency anyways, and it's actually I have the Utah Jazz as maybe the front runner for the West this year. Because the Warriors, they are losing a lot, and what they're losing is injured anyways, won't play all year. Mike Conley is the only person who can play defense on Steph Curry, and that's why he's one of the highest paid players in the league. But anyways, the Utah had the number 1 defense in the West last year anyways, and then adding Mike Conley, who's one of the best point guard defenders in the league. So that gives him Mike Conley at the point, Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, not a good defender, but I mean he's the scorer. And Ricky Rubio. I'm not sure who they'd put at power forward right now. Do they still have Fowler? No, not Fowler. Fuller. I can't think of his name right now. But anyways, they had the number 1 D last year, and they improved defensively. And by getting Mike Conley, who's that super veteran, all that. It takes more pressure off Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs because he's not the only guy that needs the ball in his hands all the time. Plus, the pick and roll game Mike Conley brings. Mike Conley's just all around good offensive player. I mean, he's not some 26 plus points scorer. I mean, he's 32 now, but he's just confident offensively. I loved watching the Memphis Grizzlies teams back in from 2013 till really the year after they didn't make the playoffs. It was kind of sad the first year they didn't make the playoffs because they were the only team that for Golden State's run, they were the only team that could compete with them, and injuries plagued. Injuries for Memphis is what kind of helped the dynasty of Golden State. Now, also, yeah, I don't know, I have to look at it, but as of right now, I'd say that Utah might be the best team in the West right now. Because like I said, Golden State's got all they're losing stuff, and what they lost is injured anyways. So they can't sign him back. The Rockets, Chris Paul just demanded for a trade, so really the only 2 starters on the team are their center. I can't think of his name right now. Oh man, why? See, I went into this blank because I was surprised at this trade. James Harden and the center, Clint Capella, and then I guess you could throw in Eric Gordon, but I think he might be a free agent anyways. So anyways, then I can't. I mean, maybe the Nuggets, but they're just a hodgepodge of good players. They're not. There's no true star. Well, okay, Djokovic is a star, but he's not. He's not the guy that gets you 25 every night. That's kind of what that team is missing. But yeah, Mike Conley, he takes pressure away from Donovan Mitchell. He adds another dimension to this offense and improves them defensively, and they were already a good defensive team. So that's pretty much it for this video. Subscribe. You don't have to, but we're relatively new, and we got nobody watching. So yeah, Black Sting right here, 1302, Black Sting 1302. I don't know. Leave comments below. I'd love to talk. I'm a huge Mike Conley fan. So thank you. Good night.